All right, welcome to Friday. We have almost made it to the weekend. We are looking at lesson 4 today in math. Guys, today's lesson is actually not going to take a whole lot of time. We don't have a lot of pages to get out, but we are going to review a little bit today and look at volume so far from this week and see what have we learned and what have we come up with. So all you need today is page 99 and page 101. You need page 99 and page 101. Go ahead and get those out now. All right, so let's take a look. We are going to look at page 99 here first. Now, I'm going to kind of be switching and going from a couple different screens today, so just kind of bear with me as I'm going to go from place to place. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a scenario, come up with two possible solutions, and see what is our answer for both of those solutions, and does it make sense or does it not make sense? All right, so let me do this. Let me share something different with you. Let me see, still with me? Okay, so here's our math vocabulary for this unit. Let's talk about what we've discussed so far. We have our mathematical vocabulary: rectangular prism, a solid three-dimensional figure which six faces of a rectangle. So here's an example. It's got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 different faces, and a face is something where you can see a whole side just like that. Dimension is a measurement of length in one direction. So in this specific cube here, my height is 3. It goes up 3. It goes over. My width is 4, and then my length on this side is 3. So this is a 4 by 3 by 3 prism, rectangular prism. Volume is the amount of space that this takes up, a solid figure takes up. So like in the atmosphere right now, how much could fill inside this, or how much space is this actually taking up in the atmosphere in the world? And then cubic units, that's just one of my little blocks. So if I were just to take off like one little block, that's 1 unit that I've taken off of this rectangle. So let's take a look at a scenario today. Let's go back up here, and you have these slides here as well. Okay, so you have these slides where you can go through and you can review and go through it. It says that Kai has been studying volume in class, just like we have, and was building rectangular prisms with blocks at home when he started thinking about the formula for volume. So we know the volume formula is our length times our width times our height. So in this, it's 4 times 3 times 3. He began to wonder whether you always have to multiply the dimensions in a certain order to get the correct volume. Your task today is to figure out the answer for Kai. You should use multiple clear examples to support your thinking and be prepared to share your ideas with the class. So, for example, you're looking at this right here. Does it matter if my shape is like this, or like this, or like this, or like this? Does it matter how I hold my shape? Does it matter how my shape looks? Is my answer going to be different? Okay, is it going to be something that's different? So what you are going to do, you and your teacher right now, you are going to build a prism, and you're going to build it in a couple different ways to come up with a couple of different answers. So on my Google Classroom, if you go to your actual assignment here, and let me go to one that I've actually created and put it there for, so give me a second. So you're going to have this right here. It's like a drawing tool that kind of helps you, because I've got the actual physical blocks, but you guys don't. Give a second to load. So you can actually put the different blocks here. Your teacher's going to go over what that looks like. So you guys are going to create an actual prism. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go over 2 possible solutions for that prism by turning it on its side. So let me go back to this share right here. So you're going to say, okay, you're going to look and say, okay, here are my dimensions. Here's the volume. Then you're going to show me the diagram of what that looks like. And you're going to do the same exact thing on the back, but you're going to look at it differently. So for example, if my dimensions were, and you can use it if you want to, let's say 3 by 4 by 2. You're going to say, okay, well, what is the volume of that? And you're actually going to draw what that looks like down here. You're actually going to draw it, the whole thing of the different layers of what that looks like. And then on the second one, you might turn it, so then it might be 2. What do we have over here? We had 3, 4, and 2. Maybe I had 2, 3 by 4. You're going to tell me the volume again. You're going to draw that and say, okay, does it matter? Here's your final thoughts. Does it matter how my shape, how my prism is turned, or does it not matter how it's turned? Is it always going to give me the same answer? And then you've got a couple of questions right here on page 101 that you're going to answer, and you're going to give me right here which one's equivalent, which one's the same. Give me another example that's also the same. Give me one that's not the same, and then you're going to create the dimensions for the prism number 4. So not a lot of actual work to do, not much to submit, but you're going to go through this now and create a prism and see it doesn't matter which way you actually turn it, or which way it goes in order for it to work. All right, so go ahead and get doing that with your teacher and then get that submitted. So hopefully you don't have any additional work to do once this lesson's over. And enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend, guys.